guys. So first off, this is my apology video because I couldn't do streaming because I'm obviously quite sick. But this is a video I've been wanting to do for a while. So I thought since I have free evening, it's now 11 p.m. Singapore time, which is about 2 a.m. Australian time. So obviously I can't do any training now. So I thought I'll bang out this little video for you guys, so for your enjoyment. This is if you are 19 years old and younger, this is not gonna make any sense to you because basically this stuff was the games I was playing when you weren't even born. So yeah, I'm 30, so I'm pretty ancient. But let me walk you down memory lane. So first items for grabs is like you guys have played Command and Conquer, right? I think it's up to like Command and Conquer 4. This is the original Command and Conquer, the original one. Same company, Westwood Studios, and if you look at the back, you can see the flame tanks, you can see the early Banshees. I love the Warthog. Wait, see if I can, yeah. Oh man, that was super beast. The original Hand of Nod. So, I love this game before. I think before there was even StarCraft 1, that was Command and Conquer. I used to remember that the commando in it was absolute beast with his sniper rifle. He could one-shot everything, but he was absolute garbage against armor. So I would chip away at this flame tank, because the flame tank was on the other side of the river and would bug out, so it was going left, right, left, right, left, right. And I think I went AFK, and I went to eat dinner or something like that. I came back and my commando was still shooting away at the flame tank and it wouldn't die. Nowadays, because of the damage system, you deal at least 1 damage. So you're going to kill something that you're not supposed to kill. But back then, it was pretty realistic. Like, I wouldn't expect little tiny bullets to actually kill a tank. And that's how they designed it, somehow. So, yeah, there's Command and Conquer. Before Command and Conquer, I was playing another game that is it was actually the very first flight simulator I ever got. No, sorry, it was the second flight simulator. And I don't have the first flight simulator game anymore, but I do have the second one, and it is Strike Commander. And Strike Commander was made by a very, very interesting company back in the day called Origin. Now, Origin came out with a lot of good games, and while I love the Strike Commander series, it was extremely realistic. I like the fact that when you upgraded your planes, you could carry more payload, and all the missiles and everything. It was really, really high tech for that back in the day. And I love it was one of the few games that I really felt I was flying in real life. But the very first flight simulator in it was the game that I was hoping I would find inside, and I did. And I don't know if you guys, the older folks may be reminded, but I don't know if you guys remember this game. It is Wing Commander. Holy crap, that was the shit back in the day. Wing Commander, it was the karate, a cat-like race versus the humans, and you were in space, and then they had this really archaic 2D radar system, but it was supposed to be a globe, but it was 2D, and it was horrible, but it was so much fun, because it was the very, very first flight simulator, and you could feel that you really could fly, and then the pixels like, doo! And you could actually see the balls bounce forward. It was like a frame rate of like 5. It was really, really bad when I think about it, but oh my god, I loved it. It felt like I was playing Star Trek. Yeah, Star Trek was out that long. It felt like you were really into it, and I'm really sad that this company's not around anymore, because they've made such good memories. And just looking through, just imagine this was 20 years ago, and the price of a game was $80. What the hell? But if you think about it, with the technology back then, how much it costs to make a game, I mean, it's justified. Let's go back even further. Before there was even computers, there was Nintendo. Oh my god. This game was Sky Destroyer. I can't quite remember what it was, but I used to remember when you have the Nintendo and you just slot it in. After a while, it would bug out, and you had to pull it out. You're like, and then you had some spray. You had to spray inside, and everything was 4-bit. The sound was 4-bit, quality was 4-bit, and I think later on they upgraded to 8-bit. And I was like, whoa, what the hell? And I still remember the controllers had up, down, left, right, and only two red buttons, A, B. But you had so much fun because back then you just did not have computer games. So big. That's my shout out to Nintendo. And oh, I wanted to say, coming back to Strike Commander. Strike Commander, when it came, was you had to use this, which is a 3.5-inch disc. So it's a 3.5-inch disc, and I think it was like 14 discs to install one game. So the box was pretty heavy. But for the game that came before that, Wing Commander, it came in this disc. I don't know. I don't even know if you guys have seen this kind of disc before. This is a 5.25-inch disc, compared with a 3.5. Do you guys even remember this? Holy crap! This was the very first floppy disk that was really commercialized, and I think Wing Commander. Oh no, I'm so sorry. That means Wing Commander came out after Strike Commander, because I remember Wing Commander to use a CD. It was one of the very first games to use a CD, and oh, it's all coming back to me now. Yeah, it was one of the very first games that hardly used a CD. I had to buy this $1,000 CD-ROM drive. I was in Canada and was loading this game in, and the CD couldn't be placed in it because back then there was no trays. You had to put it in its own tray, so it would look something like this size, and then slot it in, and then it wouldn't read all the time. You had to come out, you had to blow on it to make sure the contact was right, and put it back in, and then load the game. And Wing Commander was 3 CDs, 3 very ancient CDs. Yeah. So, and then after that, of course, was Nintendo. But the last one, the very last item I have down memory lane was actually the very first computer game I played, and I think I was 4. I'm 30 now, and I think I was 4 or 5, and I hope you guys are ready for it, because it's not an IBM, it's not an Apple. Before, there was Atari. Oh my god! I don't know if you guys even know this company existed, but back in the day, this was the shit right here. See if you can see the model number. This is Atari 1040 ST. Now this baby was the original iMac. It was computer with floppy drive, with keyboard, with a mouse with 2 buttons. And on this game, on this setup, I played Frogger. I don't know if you remember this game, but it was this game where it was this frog that you had to jump across the street, and then you there were cars that would go back and forth, and you had to time it. Otherwise, your frog would get squished by a car. And even after you passed the road, there was a river with logs going back and forth, and you had to hop on the logs to get to the other side. And then, ta-da! And then, of course, every new level there would be more cars, less logs on the river. That was a lot of fun. Atari, awesome. So that's my little apology video for not doing the casting training. And it was a video I wanted to hang out for a long time. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that little trip down memory lane. I'm going to keep these little memorabilias, or however you pronounce that, these little tokens of my past, because I think that now I look at my setup. I have a HD camera, I have 2 screens, I have an awesome keyboard by Razer. We've come a long way. It's been a fun journey. This journey as a gamer, and I mean the way I see the way Nirvana's doing the Southeast Asian Star League. There's a North American Star League. Kelly's doing interviews. GOM TV is leading the way. I think esports has a very bright future, and there's a lot more to be done. So yeah, I mean, keep at it. For all you guys giving to the community, keep going at it. Don't give up. And yeah, we'll see you guys when we reach there. All right, it's HD Phoenix signing out.